everyone, welcome to another session of Q&A. Before I start, I just want to announce again, just to let you all know that we have launched Evo Club Insurance. So for those of you who find it a bit costly for you to renew your insurance when you need to do so, our insurance, Evo Club Insurance, allows you to renew it by 3 separated payments based on how you drive. Like this year, you drive less, you may not even go to the second stage, so you will pay 40% lesser than your other insurances out there. Alright, so the links are all below, you can check it out. And for those of you where your car warranty has ended and you're worried about the condition of your car, and you thought you might need to sell it, but the market prices are so low now, you may still owe the bank more, but you're worried what to do, you can actually join our Evo Club. Links are below as well, where you can renew your warranty, because your warranty has ended and you're worried, right? 5 years, but you can get your car inspected in one of our inspection centers. We have 47 inspection centers across the country, and you can get your car inspected, and if your condition is alright, you can renew your warranty. Not renew, extend it by a year, and then by next year you inspect again, and then you can extend it by again. Alright, one of our network inspection centers, which is the one near my place, Sungai Besi Prestige Car Care, they have actually 3 outlets. They have at Sungai Besi, Kota Kemuning, and Glenmary. Alright, so they have a promo now. If you go there to do your inspection, they will give you a special pricing of only 68 ringgit to do a full inspection on your car. You have to go there with your dealer. It has to be before you buy your car. Basically, you go there for inspection for 68 ringgit, you get 500 ringgit worth of vouchers, where you can use it for engine oil, you can use it for service and all that. Alright, that is the promo, links below as well. Okay, let's start the Q&A. First question. Hi Bobby, I still feel the Bentayga is a much better buy. His question was asked in the DBX review that I just posted. Yeah, I mean, in terms of balancing between comfort and performance and interior build quality, sheer opulence, the Bentayga definitely feels more for the money. But a lot of people also has they have an, how do I put this? The rather younger generation always still feels that the design of Bentleys is a bit too mature. Even I'm 40 years old. For me, I would also think that the Bentley looks rather much like a 55-year-old, 60-year-old kind of design. You know, it's beautiful in there. It's just absolutely beautiful. But I felt not me. So the other choice within that price point of 2 million would be the Lamborghini Urus, which even me felt the Urus is a bit too young for me. That's why I said the DBX is right smack in between, balancing between executive looking, luxurious, opulence that side, and also the sporty side. So the Lamborghini is a bit too childish, the Bentayga is a bit too mature, the DBX in between. That's why I said so. But for the same money, definitely you get a much higher quality interior in the Bentayga. Alright? Bobby, can you do a new M218i review, please? What is that? I don't think there's something like that. Is it? What? There's an M218i? Serious? This thing even exists? What is an M218i? No such thing, right? 218i, right? I have no idea what is an M218i, but and I have no idea whether he's referring to the 2-door version of the 2 Series or the new 4-door Grand Coupe, which I absolutely think is rubbish. even though I haven't driven it, even though I know it might drive well, but I still think it's just, I just don't like that car. Yeah. Hi Bobby, have you seen the new F-Type? What are your thoughts? It lost its design. Yeah, I think the facelift is rather horrible. It just made the car look... What's wrong with my internet? That's the thing with... What's wrong with our internet? It's not running. Okay, it is running. Yeah, the one with the sharper front end design that also happens to look just like any other car out there, I think it's a bad facelift. It is a sharper look, but it's a bad facelift. Is it handsomer? Yes. But why do I still say it's bad? Because the pre-facelift has its distinct look, you know, Jaguar's design, and it gels well with the car. This new one just looks like, it can be anything. It can be a Ford, it can be a Kia, it can be a Hyundai. That's also the main problem with modern car designs. They all look like one another. And the thing that they need to fix with modern Jaguars is their interior build quality. It's not so much their exterior design. Exterior design is beautiful. Every Jaguar is beautiful. They are beautiful to drive. And from global reports, they are generally rather reliable, but it's just the absolute crap shit interiors that they've been putting out in their cars. I have no idea why they do that, because maybe because they were overconfident with their cars, they feel they can sell big numbers, or they have a target percentage of the market that they want to conquer, and based on that target percentage, if they use a cheaper interior quality, they will have this much of savings and hence this much of profits. They do too much, they play with too much monopoly on paper. You need to sell your car first in order for you to earn any money. But if you basically you need to conquer your own market, your target market first, right? You need to have that pool of customers that do or die will buy your cars. Then only you can calculate a savings. Just like how Apple removed the charger and the cable, right? But if you don't even have this, how are you going to get your savings? So the interior qualities are crap. Hi Bobby, I'm still confused between the LX570 and the RX350 because both of these cars are 7-seater. The RX350 is not a 7-seater, even though Lexus claims it is. It is not. It is a 5+2. An XC90 is a 7-seater, and the RX350 is not, because the third row can't fit adults. You can only put little children at the back there, so it is a 5+2. Whereas the LX570 is a behemoth of a car, and it is able to ferry 7 person, but it is also a leather frame chassis, a leather frame platform, whereby you literally need to climb up the car instead of just drop your butt in like the RX350, which is a monocoque platform. And arguably the RX350 should be more livable daily, because provided you're telling me that you always travel with your kids, your helpers, everybody, you know, 7 seats always fill up. If not, most of the time the third row will be rather empty. And yeah, alright. Hi Bobby, Mark 6 GTI still okay tak? Well, put it this way, this car is old, and it depends largely on the previous owner rather than how the car was built when it came out from Volkswagen, because it's already so old. A different ownership history would have a totally different result or outcome on how the car aged over that many years. So I cannot say whether it's okay or not okay. To me, these cars are not difficult to maintain. They are just simple 2-liter turbocharged cars. Yes, with a dual clutch gearbox, but don't always believe in your mechanic that much, whereby suka they will tell you, oh, mechatronic, you know, every single mechanic is like that out there. Not every single, there are a lot of honest ones, but there are way more dishonest ones, okay? And don't ever think that because you are friend with the boss, hey bro, don't ever think that you are friend so they won't you, okay? To really ask the community on honest workshops. Volkswagen community is very vibrant. They will point you in the right direction, okay? It's not difficult to maintain, okay? Of course, buy one within the club. People who join the club, people who go drives, they take care of their cars better, in my opinion. Yes, they might have done track days, they might have what, but it's better to buy those cars than cars that are just neglected, okay? The 3-cylinder engine will become more and more tremble in the future, blah blah blah. Sometimes I don't understand why these kind of statements came out. See, the thing is this, consumers, you guys wanted fuel efficient cars, right? So the engineers will try their best to figure out something that is new technology. They try to solve the problems to answer this, to achieve better performance, better emissions, efficiency and all that. And turbocharged, you can't run away from it, right? And then there will be comments who say that, oh, turbocharged engines are more expensive to maintain and easy to increase carbon accumulation, blah 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 blah. It's just like saying if you don't drive, you ride a motorcycle, you get cheaper maintenance costs, right? And then when Toyota sells you a proven engine, proven transmission, everybody complains, oh, it's old technology. I just don't understand Malaysians sometimes, seriously, okay? Bobby, F10 BMW 523 good? No. You're paying high road tax without the power output. No point. Buy a 520D, 520i better. Even though the 523 has good prices now, but trust me, a lot of 520i, even 528i's out there, the owners have fully paid off their cars. For those who have fully paid off their cars, you can buy at any price so long as they agree. Okay? And if you're buying the 523, the price that you buy may be the price that another owner sells to the dealer anyway. So I don't think 523i is a good buy. It's not a good buy. Okay? Hi Bobby, I am lucky to own 3 cars in my garage. Mazda 3 2016 Skyactiv version, Audi A5 Coupe B8.5, which is the facelifted version, and a Toyota Mark X GS 2014, which is the last Mark X, last generation Mark X. Now sadly I have to let go one of them to clear the space in my garage and aim for the next vehicle. I definitely love all of these cars because they bring different stories in my life. I am not hesitating which one to let go. Bobby, if you were me, which 2 cars you would like to keep in your garage and see them every day in your next 2 years? Now between the Mazda 3 Skyactiv, Audi A5 Coupe, he didn't mention whether it's 2-liter Quattro or 1.8 or whatever, then the Toyota Mark X. Okay, between all these 3, the first car that I will let go is of course the Mazda 3, because they are everywhere. You can buy one back if you want to. Moreover, everything that the Mazda 3 can do, the Mark X does it better, right? It is a larger car, 4 doors as well, 5 seats, more comfortable than the Mazda 3. It's rear-wheel drive. It has more power than the Mazda 3 because the Mark X is at least 2.5 V6 engine. And yeah, the Mark X by usage, by practicality usage, is the betterment of, is the better version of everything the Mazda 3 gives. You know, better soundproofing, better comfort, better interior space, better everything. So that would be my choice, to let go of the Mazda 3. As for the Audi A5 Coupe, most people would think that, oh, it's harder to maintain, blah 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 blah. Yeah, maybe parts are a little bit more expensive than the Mazda 3, but it is easier to maintain than the Mark X, in my opinion. Mark X, yes, Toyota, nothing goes wrong. But if something you need to buy, you need to let's say one of your door handle broke off, oh my god, or your keyless entry suddenly stopped working and it's not battery, oh my god. In order to find parts to solve your problem, it is so difficult, okay, because it is a JDM car. It's so difficult to find parts compared to the Audi A5, which is, the parts are everywhere, okay. If you're asking me the second car to let go, it will also be the Audi A5, because again, they are everywhere. You can buy one back easily if you want to. And both of these cars, the Mazda 3 and the Audi A5, they have better successors. Basically, the current Mazda 3 is better than the previous Mazda 3, prettier as well. And the Audi A5, the current B9 generation is brilliant, is comfortable, is low maintenance, is powerful, is trouble-free. Yeah. Whereas the one that I would keep for a very long time, if I were you, would be the Toyota Mark X, because Toyota has discontinued the Mark X, and you wouldn't be able to have a new Mark X to replace yours, and then your Mark X would be into the history books of one of Toyota or Japan Industries' discontinued legends, right? The Mark X, the Caldina, the Integra, the Silvia, the Celica, all these are great Japanese cars that will discontinue because Japanese are no longer interested in making cool cars. They either make expensive cars or lame duck K cars. Stupid refrigerator boxes, little small cooler boxes on wheels. And now they wonder why Japan youngsters don't feel they want to buy cars anymore. Of course, Japan, imagine that you are a young Japanese kid, right? You look at your serious father, Oto-san, right? Your serious father, you respect him very much. Every morning he would speak to you in a deep tone voice, you know, and he wears his coat, his briefcase, and then you admire him until he finished his breakfast and he walk out of the house and then cup into that little K car. That whole cool factor of daddy just. So why would Japan youngsters feel that cars is a cool thing when all their fathers are driving in those little K cars? Imagine their father goes up a Celica GT4 in the morning, right? Start the car, and then slide the tail out to office. Of course, the son will feel, damn, I want to be a car guy next time. Yeah, that's how they grow up, little stupid K cars. Anyway, when I bought my Inspira, I said to myself, no more Proton or Mitsubishi. But the Inspira is a good car. What's wrong? Bobby, when are you going to review the 2021 F10 F-Pace? Unlikely, given that I always criticize Jaguar. Okay lah, I really like their design. I love how they drive. I don't mind if some Jaguar salesman wants, hey Bobby, come lah, let me show you how good it is. I totally don't mind. But I don't have the urgency to want to drive it or test drive it. It's just not up my list for now lah. A Land Rover maybe more. Bobby, are you planning to get the? He's mentioning the DBX. No, I won't be buying car for a very long time because I bought what I genuinely wanted, and I don't think there's anything else so far that I wanted. Yeah. Hi Bobby, what's your recommendation for a family SUV around 150,000 ringgit for a family of 4, 2 girls at 10-year-old? Preferably not more than 2,000 loan installment. Currently driving a Golf Mark 5. Thank you. 150,000. Are you talking about a new car or what? Family of 4, that means you don't need a 7-seater, right? If you don't need a 7-seater, 150,000, the most obvious choice is the CX-5. Or if you don't mind recon cars or slightly used cars, you can also go for the Harrier 2-liter turbo. What other cars are around this price point? I mean, since you are used to Volkswagens, the Tiguan is actually not bad. But I know you might like, I've been having a Volkswagen for so long, thinking of changing to something. But the problem is that yours is a Mark 5. Mark 5 is solidly built, and the newer German cars, they are lighter, they are plasticier. Everything feels lighter, the doors, the fuel flaps and all that. You might not like that kind of sensation, whereas the MK5 gives you that solid old German build quality, that heft that I always mention. Yeah, 150,000 ringgit for a family of 4. Yeah man, CX5 seems like the best bet. What else? Maybe I missed out something. Can't be sure. What else? X3, the current new X3 is really good, but I don't think it has fallen to that price point yet. Maybe soon, in maybe 2 years. Not so, maybe 1 more year, probably. Yeah, not that soon yet. You have any preferences? Can you mention in another comment? Okay. Bobby, when are you gonna review A45 Genting Run? And some guy answered on my behalf. He's not a fan of Merc. Mr. Pete Morbius, maybe you want to watch back my other videos of A45s, of GLE 45s, of C300s, of C200s. Alright. Should I reply him? Waste of my time. I will if Mercedes-Benz pass me a car. Right? Please dissect your statement and quote the video and the points I made. Thank you for your sweeping judgment. No, thank you. Be polite. Hi Bobby, should I get the 86 or Scirocco 2-liter wet DSG? And why? A budget below 100,000. I would actually go for the 86 because it's really nice. It's not as powerful as the Scirocco, but on windy roads you can keep up. I mean, if you're a really accomplished driver, it's lighter, it's low maintenance, it's really nice to drive. It doesn't age one bit. It doesn't age one bit. Considering that the Scirocco is only about 1 year older or 2 years older than the 86, right? The Scirocco has aged, bro. Interior, exterior, and everything. Whereas the 86 looks fresh as F. Right, so yeah, get the 86. Bobby, if you want to buy a brand new Axia, which variant will you go for? Do not buy the Axia. A used Myvi is better, or a Saga. Please, please, please don't buy an Axia. Please. Please. Even a used Inspira is better than this, you know. Seriously. Seriously.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly.
Hi Bobby, X3 2013 or Mazda CX-5 2016? 2016 is not the new one, right? That's the old one. That's the old one. 2013 BMW X3. Is that a facelift? It might not be the facelift. What year was the facelift? 14. Get the 2014 facelifted BMW X3 with your 2013 X3 budget. Nego around. Buyer's market now. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Morning Bobby. For luxury SUV, Range Rover, Volvo T8 or Land Cruiser? Of course the Range Rover. Now, Land Cruiser is of course really reliable, but it really is not that luxurious compared to the Volvo or the Range Rover, be it interior appointments and all that, the whole feel of it. Yeah. Hi Bobby, I'm 19 years old now. I asked you about the Mercedes-Benz. I've got it, lovely engine. Oh, okay. No, he just told me he bought a car. Hi Bobby, my dad is deciding between the X6M or the GLE Coupe. Any thoughts about it? Okay, to venture into McLaren. Wow. I heard McLarens are damn nice. I mean, I've driven them. It's fantastic to drive. But I've also heard that they are notoriously unreliable. But the thing is this, people who buy these supercars, right, they're not buying Camrys. They enjoy the fact that, you know, the boss of McLaren with them come to their house, look at their cars, they chit chat, explain to them this is how they design the mechanism, and they found out that if they design this mechanism, they route the wire like that, and then this will happen, and then when this folds, this will that. These are all topics of conversation for people like that. They love it, right? They are not the usual car owners whereby, oh my god, my car break down, I need to send the document to my boss gonna screw me up. No, they're not. You know, so it's a totally different mindset. In terms of the X6M, bro, and the GLE Coupe, I'm not sure which generation X6M you're talking about, but I presume it's the current one. Of course the X6, but GLE Coupe. Now, the new GLE Coupe is freaking ugly, but the interior is nice. It's a new platform. The previous GLE Coupe is based on the GLE, which you will felt that how come it's the current generation Mercedes-Benz, but the interior is the older generation? Because Mercedes used the ML to give it a heavy facelift and call it a GLE. So technically it's a product from 2012. So that's why you have that generation gap in terms of its interior. You just felt that how come it's not the latest one, you know? Yeah, so I'm not sure which generation you're talking about. Hi Bobby, between the Audi S5 and 86, which would you recommend? Wow, that's not easy. I like 86 because it looks lightweight and fun to drive. Yes, the downside is power output, whereas the S5 is more powerful and luxurious and chunky like an elephant. You are absolutely correct, Anthony Lee. the S5 is comfortable, it is fast, it is long distance drive is nice. Okay, put it this way, the 86, if your daily drive is mostly to commute, basically to drive from home to work, work from home, home to work, like that, right? The S5 will be way more exciting than the 86. The 86 is only exciting when you sort of break the rules, right? When you master it and you go up Genting after a certain stretch where it's single directional, there's no longer a bi-directional traffic. Then on some wider corners you can slide the tail up a bit. It's so balanced, it's so easy to catch it back. That would be the 86, which the S5 can't do. The S5 will just be clumsy. But the S5, you know, you are at a junction, you're waiting for a car, waiting for a gap, you see a small gap, pom, boom, the whole car just launches out, and then the beautiful engine just revs and revs, and then you go stage 1, 400 horsepower, stage 2, 450, 460 horsepower. That part of ownership experience is something that 86 can't, right? So if you are someone who loves to go track days, toge and all that, then 86 by all means. If your usage is mostly daily, city usage, seeing friends, go pakto, you know, long distance driving, the S5 will be way nicer. But of course the S5 is a 3-liter V6 supercharged blah 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 4-wheel drive system. It's a much more complicated car with a lot more complicated componentry. But having said that, the B8 S4 and S5 platform is one of the most reliable Audi or Volkswagen platforms, which is nothing compared to a Toyota still. Alright, and the S4 and S5 is crazy thirsty. It is thirstier. My S4, which I sold, was thirstier than my Aston Martin. My 6-liter V12 car is less thirsty than the S4. The S4 is comparable to my RS6. Maybe the RS6 is slightly better, only slightly better. But if that car wants to, it can drink petrol like crazy, especially when you just plonk your foot down. Same goes with the S5. Alright, but fantastic engine, fantastic gearbox, fantastic car to live with, to drive daily, to just accelerate and just live with the car is fantastic. Yeah, it has the kind of comfort levels that the 86 will not be able to reach. It is able to travel to Singapore, Penang and all that in a way the 86 will never be able to. So technically there are two kinds of cars. Okay. Hi Bobby, if I have the budget to get an X50, would you recommend second-hand car which is reliable, daily drive and fun driving? The first comment from another person said X50 doesn't have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. To be honest, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is freaking overrated. Seriously. To me, it's I mean, my Volvo has it. I never used it. Because why would I want to dumb down my phone when I can have a full-fledged car system and a full-fledged phone system with me, right? Basically what are you going to do in your car? You just listen to music, right? To me, when I hook both up, I wind down the functionality of that and I wind down the functionality of this just to do a few functions. I don't buy it. I just don't think Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is well executed for now. Alright? And then some people suggested GTI and MK6, second-hand Audi TT, blah blah. Okay, the X50 I would estimate the price for the highest spec to be above 100,000. Definitely that kind of spec. I'm very sure it will be above 100,000, maybe 110 for the X50 top spec. So I'm not sure which spec you're talking about because there are 5 specs. Probably they start at 90, maybe. And for this kind of budget, you can get a shit ton of cars, man. Recommend a second-hand car which is reliable, daily drive and fun driving. Reliable in what sense, right? That means doesn't cost you a lot of money because money solves problems. Let's say if it's around 100,000 ringgit, if you want it to be absolutely reliable, fun to drive, you can get a Mazda 3, you can get an 86, you can get I might not suggest you to go the S4, S5 route. Maybe it's too much of a handful for you. All of a sudden, you're getting yourself into a 2011, 2012 3-liter supercharged car, and I'm not sure if you're used to all this. You might be hearing a lot of stuff that you've never heard of, and this needs to change. Wow, this one also wear and tear. This one also wear and tear. Yeah, most of it is wear and tear. When it's an 8-year, 9-year-old car, right? Generally fun to drive, 100,000+, get a 3 Series F30. Don't get the hybrid, get the petrol. It's damn nice to drive. It's not hard to maintain, and it's just nice to drive. Yeah, get an F30 3 Series. Yeah, alright. But for new car, I think the X50 is just unbeatable based on the specifications, the interior build, and everything. Can you imagine coming out from the X50 into the X1? Everybody felt it's a downgrade. Yeah, you feel like it's a downgrade going into a BMW from a Proton. Anyway, hi Bobby, which one would you prefer? 2015-16 RS3 or a 2008 Nissan GTR? Or if there is any car, would you suggest around 220 to 260,000? I only want to buy cash. If you want to buy cash, your budget is about 260,000. Buy an Aston Martin Vantage. Seriously, the sound, the looks, the interior build is poof. It will be at the far end of 200,000 or 280, 290, but you can drive the car for 5 years, 6 years and still sell at the same price, right? Which is in a way same goes with the GTR, alright? Not so much the RS3. RS3 in essence, it is just a Golf R. It will still depreciate, right? Of course, it's a lot cheaper to run, you know, easier to park, spacious, 4 doors, blah blah. It's two different things. It's RS3 is essentially a Golf R, right? So you might want to try and have a look at those Ferraris or whatever, you know. Since you are financially rather capable to be able to buy 260, 280,000 cash, you might want to consider those supercars, or an Audi R8 V10. You can buy it with this price, right? That should give you a whole lot of fun. GTR is fast, but it's just fast. Try and get a drop top. It gives you a different dimension of driving. You close it, you have the sound, you can drive. You open it up, you can drive slow. It's a totally different thing. Sometimes you can just, on Sundays, you just drive the car out. You don't have to go fast with the top down, right? You can go 70 km/h, 60 km/h, and you still enjoy the sound, enjoy the feeling, the fresh air, the coolness of the morning. It's totally different. So I get that you have your other cars, you just want something for fun. Buy a convertible, buy something a little bit exotic, and experience it, how to take care of these cars. It's not crazy. Aston Martin and Porsches are the kind of cars that you can daily drive them, and they'll still be reliable. See, a Vantage, you can get a Vantage for 250,000. There's another Vantage 260,000, another Vantage 270,000. There's even a DB9, but that's a 6-liter car. If you want to, the sound is brilliant. All right. Earlier on, there was a red color Vantage Volante, which is cabriolet. It was picked up immediately. Someone bought it up. Ooh, okay, get this one, guy. Get this one, bro. 2009 Aston Martin Vantage, 4.7 V8, which is the new engine, and it's a Volante. It is a Volante. All right. You get this. You can drive it for 5 years, 6 years. You can still sell it at the same price that you bought. You won't make a single cent of losing any money. And you might think that the road tax is expensive, but when you come to think about it, you are hedging your road tax. You pay road tax every year to protect the value of car price, and then after you use it for extended period of time, you can still sell it at the same price. Whereas if you buy a RX3 for 270,000, right? First year it's gonna depreciate 30,000. Second year depreciate another 30,000. It's as if your road tax is 30,000, right? Think about it. It's the same thing. So get an Aston Martin Vantage 4.7 V8 Roadster, and just go YouTube some sound. The sound of that engine, the 4.7 V8. Oh my God, it's a fantastic sound. Just try and play some if I were to get it.
What could you do with a metal 3D printer?
Sorry, advertisements.
Introducing the Metal X.
Oh, can you hear that? Before him to start the car. I think that's the old one, the 4.3 liter. It's not the 4.7 one. The 4.7 one is more distinct, more. Alright, Magindran. Sorry, too long. Hi Bobby. Porsche Cayman or Jaguar F-Type? Or any other alternative around the same price? Are they around the same price? Maybe you're not from Malaysia? Probably. Are you buying brand new? Oh, you don't mind an Aston Martin Vantage, since I was talking about it. I would definitely go for the Cayman. The interior build is just worlds apart. But another thing would be the Caymans are so... there's so many of them running out there. People won't bat an eyelid. They won't even look at it once. Give it a second look. Whereas the F-Type is a genuinely good looking car. And they sound incredible. They sound way nicer than the Caymans. So probably if you want something more unique, get the F-Type, but please get the Roadster. Please get the Roadster. How does it compare to the Toyota Sienna? I think he's regarding the Expander. I think the Expander is larger than the Sienna. Alright, but the Sienna has a lower floor. The Sienna looks like an MPV, but it has the ride height of a normal sedan. So it doesn't have a raised ride height. Okay. Hi Bobby, should I get an A35 sedan or a Toyota Supra Recon? Of course a Supra. Yeah, get the Supra. A35 sedan is no different from a Jetta with stage 3. When you think about it, it's a fast 4-door sedan, mini sedan. At first, the first 1 month you'll be excited with this power, 300 plus horsepower. You'll be revving here and there. After a while, you just use it like a sedan. The Supra will be different. You look at it, or when you're turning, you look into the reflection. Totally different thing. Alright, and I really don't like the A-class sedan looks. I don't like all these new German mini 4-door sedans. They all look like crap. Hi Bobby, I'm looking at a second-hand car that is around 20,000 because I need to have some room for my housing loan next year. I'm planning to sell my 2010 Vios, and after all my research, I feel like 2015 Peugeot 408 is the right one. Should I go for it, or any other car I can opt for that is not as old as 10 years old, as I'm planning not to switch car until my income is more stable or get my dream car M218i. Then don't sell your car, just keep your Vios. What's wrong with your 2010 Vios? there's nothing wrong with your 2010 Vios, right? Then you keep it and aim for your house first, right? Since you're aiming for your house already, you need to have some room for your house. Then you don't sell your Vios. Why sell a perfectly okay car just to get another car? You see, why sell a 10-year-old Toyota and go for a 5-year-old Peugeot, right? It's not like the Peugeot is gonna give you a lot of problem, but it's not like the Peugeot is gonna give you a lot better day-to-day use as well. It's gonna be the same thing. It's a simple five-seater 4-door sedan that doesn't do anything better in my opinion. Maybe highway driving, but you've had your Vios for so long, since you have no issues with it, just focus on what you're aiming first. You see, my proposition is always this: I encourage people to take daring steps to do what they want, be it is a car, or is a sex doll, or is a 17-inch dildo. You know, just if you aim, you want it, then you go for it, right? So don't think so much. I don't see you're telling me that you're getting a house soon. You need to free up some. You need to buy a car that is an in between car until your dream M340i, and you don't plan to switch car until you have a higher income to buy your 340i. Then you aim your 340i and don't waste any money at whatever nonsense in between. Just keep your 2010 Vios. All right. Good luck. Seriously, you change your Vios from a 2010 Vios to a 2015 Peugeot, right? Your friends might not notice. No point. And what do you get inside? It's nothing crazy, right? Sorry. Hi Bobby, considering a 4 Series 2016 onwards, how's the reliability? It is reliable, go for it, it's fantastic, buy. Alright? Bobby, I don't think it's worth the upgrade because my Alza is also 5+2. I mean, your Alza is 5+2. This car technically is 7-ish because I can fit at the back. The Alza I couldn't. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah.